She paid $14,000 for hardwood floors in October. The installation took 3 days. The contractor's crew arrived the day after the flooring was delivered, unstacked the bundles, and began fastening the first boards to the subfloor within 24 hours of the pallets arriving on the job site. By the following August, 10 months after the installation was complete, the boards in the living room were lifting at the seams. Not dramatically. Not every board. A ridge ran across the room where the boards had expanded and had nowhere to go but up. The flooring contractor said it was a humidity problem. He was correct. It was a humidity problem he had created in October by fastening boards that had not reached moisture equilibrium with the space they were installed in. His 1-year warranty had expired 2 months before she noticed the ridge. Every path to recourse had closed before the failure was visible. This is how that happens, and what you do to prevent it. Solid hardwood flooring is not a stable material. That sentence is the most important thing any flooring contractor can tell a homeowner before an installation begins, and it is the sentence most contractors never say because it leads immediately to a conversation about time that the contractor's schedule does not have room for. Wood is a hygroscopic cellular material. It absorbs water vapor from the surrounding air until its moisture content reaches equilibrium with the relative humidity of the environment. When it absorbs moisture, it expands across the grain. When it releases moisture, it contracts. The expansion and contraction rates are not trivial. A 3-inch wide solid oak strip changes approximately 0.03 of an inch in width for every 4-point change in moisture content. Across a 12-foot wide room, that translates to nearly 1.5 inches of total floor movement in a single seasonal humidity cycle. The acclimation requirement exists because of this physics. The National Wood Flooring Association, the professional body that sets installation standards for the industry, specifies that solid hardwood flooring must be stored in the installation environment, with the HVAC operating at planned occupied conditions, until the flooring's moisture content comes within 2 percentage points of the subfloor's moisture content. For most residential installations, this takes 7 to 10 days. It costs the contractor nothing in materials. It costs them 1 week of schedule. And that week is where the story of your floor was written before the first board was fastened. Here is the science that the acclimation requirement is built on, because once you understand what wood does in response to moisture, skipping the acclimation period is not a minor shortcut. It is installing a material in a state of tension with its environment and fastening it before that tension has been resolved. When solid hardwood flooring arrives from a warehouse or distribution center, its moisture content reflects the conditions of wherever it has been stored, which is not necessarily the conditions of your home. A warehouse in the southeast in summer may condition flooring to 12 or 13% moisture content. A well-conditioned home in the northeast in October may have a subfloor at 7 or 8%. That differential, 5 percentage points, represents a significant dimensional difference between the flooring boards and the surface they are about to be fastened to. If the flooring is installed at 13% moisture content and the home's environment brings it to equilibrium at 8% over the following summer heating season, each board contracts by approximately 0.1 to 0.2 inches in width. Across 48 boards in a 12-foot room, the total contraction is up to 1.5 inches. That contraction has nowhere to go except into gapping, visible spaces between the boards that widen as the heating season progresses. The reverse failure is buckling. Flooring installed dry in a humid environment absorbs moisture, expands, and when the expansion exceeds the available spacing at the perimeter, lifts off the subfloor at the seams, producing the ridge pattern the woman from the opening found in her living room the following August. Both failure modes share one characteristic that makes the acclimation skip commercially viable for the contractor who performs it. Here is the financial structure of this failure, and specifically, why the timing of when it appears is not accidental in relation to the timing of when your recourse expires. The flooring contractor's standard labor warranty in the residential market is 1 year from installation completion. Armstrong, Bruce, Shaw, and Mohawk, the 4 largest hardwood flooring manufacturers in the U.S. market, all include language in their product warranties stating that failures caused by improper installation, including failure to acclimate to manufacturer specifications, are excluded from coverage. 2 warranty layers. One covers installation defects for 1 year. The other covers product defects but explicitly excludes installation errors. The failure mode produced by skipping acclimation, buckling, or gapping from moisture movement appears after the first full seasonal humidity cycle. At most U.S. residential addresses, a full seasonal humidity cycle takes 8 to 14 months. The contractor's warranty expires at 12 months. The failure appears between 8 and 14 months. In a significant percentage of acclimation skip failures, the floor shows its first visible symptoms in months 13 or 14, just outside the labor warranty. The manufacturer's warranty denial letter cites improper installation. The contractor's warranty has expired. Both parties are technically correct. Both parties are unreachable. The homeowner owns the warped floor and the cost to repair it, which, for buckling that requires sanding and refinishing, runs $3 to $8 per square foot, and for buckling severe enough to require board replacement, runs $15 to $30 per square foot for matching and reinstallation. Wait, because here is the dimension of this that turns a schedule shortcut into something more deliberate. The acclimation skip is not a mistake most flooring contractors make once and learn from. It is a standard production practice in the residential market because the scheduling math makes it rational. A contractor doing 3 jobs per month, each with a 10-day acclimation requirement between delivery and installation start, loses a full job per month in throughput if every acclimation period is respected. The financial incentive to compress or eliminate the acclimation period is not incidental to the business model. It is structural to it. And the warranty architecture, labor warranty at 12 months, failure at 13 or 14 months, manufacturer exclusion for installation error, means the contractor who skips the acclimation will rarely be held financially accountable for the outcome. The floor fails after they are gone. The paperwork protects them. The homeowner absorbs the cost. The woman from the opening had her floors installed in October. October in her market, the Mid-Atlantic, is the transitional month when HVAC systems shift from cooling to heating, when indoor relative humidity drops from summer highs toward winter lows, and when subfloor moisture content is at a seasonal low after a summer of air conditioning. The flooring arrived from a regional distribution center conditioned to the warehouse's equilibrium moisture content, approximately 11 to 12% for an unconditioned storage environment in her climate zone. The subfloor, after 4 months of air conditioning, was at 7 to 8%. The contractor's crew arrived the following day and began fastening boards at a 4 to 5 percentage point differential above the subfloor, a differential that the NWFA's 2 percentage point requirement specifically exists to prevent. Through October, November, December, January, February, March, and April, the flooring dried toward equilibrium with the heated interior environment. By May, the boards had contracted enough to show hairline gapping at the seams in the driest rooms. By August, the boards in the south-facing living room, where solar gain kept the floor warm and HVAC kept the air dry, had contracted enough to produce the visible ridge she photographed and sent to the contractor. The contractor's warranty had expired in October of the prior year, 2 months earlier. The 3 things that protect you are specific and each costs less than the failure they prevent. The first is asking for moisture readings before installation starts. A flooring contractor who measures and documents the moisture content of the flooring at delivery and the subfloor at multiple points across the installation area is a contractor who has created a paper trail of their professional diligence. A contractor who does not take moisture readings cannot document that the 2 percentage point differential was met. Ask for the readings in writing before the first board is fastened. A contractor who refuses this request is a contractor whose schedule does not accommodate the answer. The second is the acclimation conversation. Ask specifically, how many days will the flooring acclimate in this space before installation begins? The NWFA minimum is 7 days for solid hardwood with HVAC operating at occupied conditions. A contractor who says 2 or 3 days is not meeting the standard. A contractor who says 1 or 2 days is telling you what their schedule allows, not what your floor requires. The third is the product distinction. Engineered hardwood, a real wood veneer over a plywood or HDF core, requires 48 to 72 hours of acclimation rather than 7 to 10 days, because the cross-laminated core resists the dimensional movement that makes solid hardwood sensitive to moisture differential. If your contractor recommends engineered rather than solid, the acclimation window is shorter and the risk is lower. If they recommend solid and then skip the acclimation window, they have combined the highest risk product with the highest risk installation practice. The final detail: the moisture meter that documents the pre-installation condition of both the flooring and the subfloor costs between $50 and $200. It is available at any hardware store. A contractor who owns one and uses it before every installation is a contractor who has made the acclimation requirement part of their professional standard rather than an obstacle to their schedule. Ask if they have one. Ask to see the readings. The answer tells you everything about whose schedule is driving the installation. The acclimation requirement is 1 week. It costs nothing in materials. It is specified by the National Wood Flooring Association, referenced in every major flooring manufacturer's warranty, and skipped on a significant percentage of residential installations because the contractor's throughput model does not have room for it. The floor fails at month 13. The warranty expired at month 12. 2 parties are technically correct, and 1 person is holding a $14,000 repair estimate. The moisture meter reading before installation starts is the only document that changes that outcome. Subscribe. There is more of this coming. And the next one is about a building material installed in every new home in a humid climate that traps moisture in the walls from the first season.